Hey, I know that a lot of us runners are very anxious to get out there and start doing races again. If you are in the DMV area and you didn't know about Bishop Events, you might have just lucked up by watching this video, because Bishop Events can give you great races throughout the whole year. When I say constantly, consistently, weekly, multiple opportunities every week, they are very much on top of it. So you don't want to miss out on me telling you about this great company to race for. And I'm also going to give you a review of my very first race with them. You don't want to miss this, so stay tuned. Hey, and welcome back to Temple Running with MJ Smith. I am MJ Smith, and today I'm going to give you a review of my second marathon for the year, which was the Spring Georgetown Half Marathon that was ran by a company called Bishop Events. But I want to tell you a little bit about Bishop Events because I found out about this race series. It's not very popular that I could tell, but I found out about this race series when I was in my run coach class. You know, we break into small groups, and one of my classmates was in the area. So I'm like talking to her about running stuff, and she's like, "Have you done any Bishop Events?" And I'm like, "No, what is that? You know, let me take a note." And I looked it up and was pleasantly surprised to find that there is a company in the DMV area. They do most of their races in Washington, D.C., I think, for the most part, but in the DMV area that actually puts on a half marathon every week, a timed half marathon with a medal. And a lot of their courses are USATF certified. So I was just really excited to try one and see how I liked it. And if I liked it, I knew, like, now I have this huge inventory of races to choose from. Any weekend that I wake up and I say I want to do a half marathon, it is more than likely that Bishop Events is having something. They have 5Ks, 10Ks, halves. They have all different distances. And then they also offer usually on Saturdays and Sundays, so you can pick which day you want to do it. Because I actually went out there on the wrong day, because they did have a race on Saturday and a race on Sunday, but the one on Saturday was in different locations. So I showed up for my Sunday race on Saturday and there was nobody there, but that's a whole different story. But yes, I showed up a whole day early for my race. But anyway, that's just stuff that happens to MJ, not something that happens to most people. I'm the only one whose brain tells me to wake up a day early for a race. But anyway, so the great thing about Bishop Events is that, like I said, they have so many races. They are chip timed courses. And also 25% of the proceeds go to a charity. They pick a charity every week, and the proceeds, 25% of the proceeds from the race go to that. I signed up for the race at the last minute, so I paid the max price. So for a half marathon, it was $65, which isn't cheap, but it isn't super expensive, especially for like a 2-day before the race sign up. I know that I've paid way more than that signing up at the last minute before for some other races. But so this race, I arrived at the area. There was a table. It was same day packet pickup. So there was a table there. And when I got there early enough that there was no line. I walked right up. They asked me for my name. They gave me my bib and my t-shirt. The t-shirt was a technical t-shirt. And it was pretty nice. It was, I wouldn't say pretty. It was a technical t-shirt, so it wasn't cotton, so I can wear it to work out and things like that. So it wasn't a crappy t-shirt. I don't know if it's a t-shirt that I'll wear. It wasn't like a super cool one either, but it was just like, at least they didn't give me a cotton t-shirt that I have no idea what I'm going to do with. So that was cool. So got my t-shirt, went back to my car, dropped everything off, came back to the start line, and just kind of waited until they called my wave. So the waves were according to your bib number. So there was no question of which wave you were in. You could not try to get in a wave that was not yours, because we could clearly see on your bib whether you belonged in that wave. So my wave was called about second or third. I don't think I gave them a qualifying time to get put in a great wave. It didn't matter to me. But you can do that. They did give me the option when I was registering for the race. So So you can put in your time and get in a quicker wave. So then we went up to the start line, just my wave, no one else. Everybody else had to wait. Just my wave, went up to the start line, and they had the person who was whose charity was receiving the proceeds for that race was at the start line, thanked us all for contributing to us, talked a little bit about the charity, and it just happened to be a charity that gives to deployed members who don't have the support that they need while deployed. And I just thought that was an awesome cause, an awesome charity, with me being a service member myself. And then they asked us, how many of us were serving or have served, and, thanked us for our service. So that was super cool to kind of get that little jolt of energy, just positive vibes and feeling like you're doing something good. And imagine how much good Bishop Events is doing. If they're doing this twice a weekend, just about, I think they said they plan to do about 140 events this year. So yeah, that's amazing, the amount of that they're putting back into this community. So when I read on the website, when the owner started this, he is a runner himself, and he said he just saw the need for, there was just lack of options for actual races in the area. It was only like 2 or 3 big events per year, and he wanted to make more options, but also give back to the community at the same time. And so I just think it's amazing, because there are a whole bunch of run companies out there, and you guys know who they are, that just collect this money and run their operations and pay their people and make money. Like, it's a money-making business. But for him to take 25% of the proceeds and give it to charity, but what he's giving back to the community cannot be counted in dollars. So amazing Bishop Events for that. So got started on the trail. First, I didn't look at the course map. Well, I looked at the course map, but I didn't know where it was anyway, so it really didn't appeal to me to know what I was going into. So I started the race, and when I tell you, it was literally like a swamp on this side of me, trees on this side of me, and a dirt road. And so I'm like, oh, this is going to open up. This is going to change. We're going to turn into a park or something like that. No, it was like literally that rocky dirt road for 13.1 miles. Well, it was an out and back. So for 6.6, and then you turn around and you come back. That was what it was. It was crazy to run that for that long and not have any scenery or anything to look at. Then the weather ended up being like 80 degrees while we were running. It was super hot, and the sun was just beaming down. You had a few spots of shade, but the sun was just beating down on us. So you could tell a lot of people had to slow down, including myself, because that sun was no joke, and we haven't had time to adapt to the heat yet. Like, it's just now getting hot. So that was unexpected as well. But it was a okay course. My shoes got ruined. I was dirty. I was dusty. I was sweaty. I was hot, but I felt good. All right. So finished up with that race. It was, yes, it was very hot. I mean, look, my shirt is soaked. And it was very underwhelming. When I'm doing halves, I like to have some good scenery and stuff like that. There was none of that. It was just gravel and dirt and trees and sun. Like, literally, that's all I saw. My pants, I have dirt all up my leggings. My shoes are done. Luckily, they weren't new shoes. They're very, very dusty and dirty. So the medal is also underwhelming, but I mean, for a local race, it's fine. It has the Bishop Events LLC. So they probably give this medal for every race that they do. And then on the back, it says that I did the Georgetown half and the date, the spring Georgetown half. So very good for me, I guess, because I would have been doing a long run alone today. And this gives me other people to run with, and it gets me a medal, and it gets me a time, because these are timed events, qualifying events. So so I can't be too upset about it. But would I do another one when I know it's going to be 80-something degrees? Probably not. I signed up for this race like really last minute and everything. So it was really good for a last minute race, and it was local. And I mean, what more can I ask for? So I will definitely be checking out Bishop events, but I'll probably give you some more in the studio. But this is just me right now in the car, fresh off of the event. I'm probably like 5 shades darker than I was. Hopefully I don't have a tan line on my head, but it's all good. I had a great run. It was hot, but I got through it. I'm gonna head home, get showered, and I'll probably have some more for you a little later, but not bad at all. Another half marathon and another medal in the book. So I'm happy with it. So if you are in the DMV area, I highly encourage you to look up Bishop events and try one for yourself. I probably won't run that particular trail again, but I'm definitely willing to give them another try because even with that huge con of it being a horrible course, because like I said, it was rocky, so it's my foot moving, like I'm running over. It was just not my preference. I guess if you're a trail runner, and maybe if I had on some more padded trail shoes, I would have felt better about that course, but that course was terrible. But like I said, I don't regret doing the race. I think it was outstanding. I think it's outstanding what Bishop Events is doing overall. The cause, the way the event was set up, for it to be such a small event, I was really impressed. I think there was probably maybe 150 people who ran the race. That's probably including the 5K. I don't know. It might have been more than that. It might have been 150 people doing a half marathon, and then they had people out there doing a 5K as well. But either way, Bishop Events, you get 2 thumbs up from me. I will give you guys more reviews as I do more events. I'll do a review for every half marathon I do, so you will see Bishop Events come back again. And if you're still thinking about it, at some point you will see me do another one, and I'll give you another review. But as of right now, I recommend that you give them a try. If you're in the DMV area and you really just want to get some races, I think that Bishop Events is an amazing place to start. So I am so glad I get to share this gem with you guys because it was something I didn't know about. Thank you to my classmate who put me on, because this is amazing. I will have no problem making my 10 half marathons for the year now that I know about this company in my local area. So that is all I have for you today. And if you run a Bishop event, let us know what your experience was in the comments below. If you know about this company, if you got any positive or even not so positive things to say about it, let us know in the comments below. Give us some more stuff to go on whether this is the top-notch company that I think that they are. So let us know in the comments. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and also hit the like button if you like this video. And if you don't want to miss when I upload new videos, hit that bell so that you'll be notified when I do new uploads. And if you aren't already, please go follow my run journey. I have a run blog on Facebook, Twitter, and IG. IG is where I put the meat of my content, and I share it to Facebook and Twitter. So if you are on IG, make sure you follow my IG page. But I post there just about daily, just what's going on in my running life. So if you're not already, please go ahead and check me out there. So until next time, are you in?